Hello. Mic check. Alright, microphone is working very good. Very good. Move a bit more this way. Hey, 24. There we go. It's a long weekend for us New South Welshmen. But I end up with 5 days off. Oh, thank you.
Just 24 just subscribed for 9 months. I suggest you rename the check-in reward to Not First.
Not first. Ah, that's a good idea, actually. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, how do we do that? Like, not first as in... Instead of first, nobody yet, it just says not first? Is that... Because in my mind, I was thinking 24, can we have it so it displays to everybody that they're not first? That stays as it is? Okay. And thank you very much for the resub. Meant that one. Look at that, it's only 8 times that you've checked in, but you've been first 45. What a... Oh my god. They changed the check-in to not first. Okay. Yes. I'm just thinking, how do we... Because we want people to redeem it too. Like, not first, but checking in? Because I think it can be, like... You can make them communicate with each other. Because the only people that redeem this are the ones that are not first. So it's solely to boost your ego, 24. I see. Reasonable? Yes. But can your ego be boosted anymore? My god. Man's head is going to become huge. Have a long weekend next week because of May 1st. Nice. Which is Labor Day. Ah. Now, I saw 24 that the Deep Rock Galactic roguelike is going to be released on the 20th of May, I think it is. Wait, hang on, let's look it up real quick. Something like that, yeah. Because I'm actually down to play that. I think it'd be fun. 13th of May. Oh, that's very soon. Literally 3 weeks away. And it is a Wednesday. Hang on, 13th of May. No, I'm looking at Deep Rock Galactic. I'm looking at the wrong game. Hold on. 21st of May. When is that? Thursday. But is that American time zones? It might be. Because I'm down to play that. Do a co-op roguelike stream. if you're down. Watch content at first, but even in early access, yeah. But that's all right. Play it for fun. We'll play it for fun. And I'm sure there'll be enough at first just to sort of mess around with the mechanics or whatever. I just had an idea. I wonder if we can make like very cute, like the semi-buried rail. Ooh. There we go. So we could do something like that, like a nature strip or whatever for tram tracks if we wanted to. Hey, Chromia, yo yo yo, yo 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 yo. Is Moya there? Has he bullied you into joining the stream, Chromia? My 420th follower. I won't forget. I won't forget. Some screenshots from DRG early access, and I looked at them saying, "This is how the game looked." Yeah, apparently, Maple Story is gonna come out too, like a re. He's in the room, but is clueless. Nice. Is he playing Tamagotchi Life? Is that what he's doing right now, or is he putting more pictures of K-pop and NXT NEZT on the wall? Pretty sure he's no Tamagotchi. Oh, hang on. I think you're right. Tomodachi. Oh my god. We're off to a good start, aren't we? Tomodachi Life. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi. Hey, Peanut. I have something to watch again. Let me. This is Aussie brain rot right here. Tomodachi. He's on his phone. Oh my god. Distracted by TikTok. Hey, Polytruck. Thank you for the help yesterday as well with the trim. Doesn't use TikTok. Ah. Moy is always joining. Look at that 110. My god. But yeah, we've got the trim sorted. They use the one that I showed in the picture for the bathrooms as well. So it's looking all right. I think maybe in a couple of months, if it starts like peeling off or breaking, then we'll actually get like a piece of wood. But for now, it's an okay temporary fix. What happened to the things I placed here? Wait, what did I do to the... Did I delete them? I mean, I can tell him. Nah, don't worry, don't worry. There we go. Do you have Tomodachi Life? What do you mean by IRL? I mean, the flooring that I had installed into my apartment, my new apartment. It's all pretty much done. Just need to do the last bits of paint now. All the taping and stuff took a lot longer than what I thought it would. It took bloody forever. Same as the sanding and the using the putty to fill the nail holes in the skirting board. Tomo, no A. Tomodachi. I think I've got it now. It only took me like a couple of weeks. Double life, not only on Twitch. I exist outside of the screen, believe it or not. I'm not an AI bot, I swear. I'm real. Maniac. Oh no. Thought I saw someone in the back, but I think I'm delusional. It might be Mrs. Chief. We're packing a lot of stuff. Because Tuesday is the move day. I've already taken a few things over. But tomorrow, Monday, is going to be me moving as much of the small things as possible. And then we'll just have the movers take the big pieces of furniture. But my little car isn't exactly big enough to fit a lot of things in it, so I'm doing a lot of trips tomorrow back and forth. Part of the fun. The real brains. I thought you were taking that credit, 24. Too humble, man. Too humble. But yeah, all of the tomorrow will be mostly painting, and I've got my mate coming over tomorrow too. He's going to set up the lights, which will be interesting because I need to figure out how to take the lights down. The clay Minecraft pig that was painted by Moya. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I think I told the story before, but the last thing I tried to make out of clay ended up exploding in the kiln. Because I sealed it unintentionally. And basically just built pressure inside until it detonated. Good times. Never danced before. Wow. Barely have enough brains for yourself. Enough to figure out how to do multiplayer baby steps, though, 24. Managed to pull that off. I still have it installed. Okay, I thought the music broke for a minute, but no, it is playing. But yeah, I did this tunnel entrance. Unfortunately, the ramp down is going to have to be extremely steep, just because of if it's any shallower, it'll turn the above ground into like the retaining walls instead of the tunnel, which is a bit annoying. Guilt tripped into buying expensive chocolate. Oh no. Oh, there's I remember when I went to Melbourne last year for the work thing, there was some extremely expensive chocolate shop. I think it was like Hague's or something like that. Can't be giving you mixed signals. I think yeah, to part of the stream anniversary. Sheol. Schiol. Hold on. Chocolat. Type error. What was it? Hague's? Hague's chocolate. Yeah, that's the one. Haighs. I went to one in Melbourne. And just as like an idea of the price, 3 little pieces of chocolate costs $18. It's not even a bar, it's 3 pieces. Crazy expensive. Turn that down a little bit. Do 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 do. I have gotten myself distracted from the island that we had over here. But I think what we're doing is we are establishing the context behind this railway that we're building along the coast. Namely, this bridge that we're going to create. So it's important that we build this metro stop. For my advanced reasoning and justification, it's obvious we must build more. Oh, is this fat boy slim? Yes, it is, and good morning. Thank you, Yoda. Yoda Phil, for the follow. Thank you. Hey, good morning, man. It is late evening in Australia at the moment. We had it good for a little bit with daylight saving, because then the hours were a bit better for you guys. But now it's late as 12 a.m. Yeah, I know the New Zealand time, Chromia. You get to see the future, but at what cost? 8:20 a.m. Oh my god. See, in an ideal world for me, Yoda, I would still be asleep. Oh, I love my sleep. What cost? What cost? Oh my god. Once you reach late 20s, we get games. Wait, really? I was gonna say being late, up that late all the time, I would struggle. My poor body. would shut down. Sometimes you get games early. Okay. Do they still do? I remember probably like 10, more than 10 years ago, games used to be released regionally at different times. 8 p.m. for Hannah. Yeah, 2 hours behind. Yeah, right, the opposite parts of the earth. 8 a.m. for Yoda, 8 p.m. for Hannah. Me too, but it never happens for you. Damn. Especially multiplayer, it helps scaling up servers. Yeah, it's like the same thing with movies and stuff. They'd release. I remember you'd hear about a really good movie in the US, and then you'd have to wait like 6 months for it to finally rock up in Australia. But I feel like they don't bother, like the big games don't bother so much anymore with the delayed releases and things like that. Because I can't remember the last time they did that. With Battlefield 6, I don't think they did. There we go. Yeah, Peanut, thank you for showing me the little trick that you did for making the tunnel entrances. I have now adopted that for all of my my own tunnel entrances. I think the one where I noticed it first was, I think it's the Metro Depot. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, this. Look at that. With all the little walls on the sides. Ignore the cows. That's not part of the asset. But yeah, I use that. It's a really nice subway yard, actually. Hmm. And then even more. Wonder where I could probably integrate this into my city somewhere. Maybe here. Yeah, I can get rid of the old subway and put in the new one. Maybe they want to be part of the asset. Cows on the train. What do they have to say? Okay, he says no. Hmm. We're getting mixed opinions. Oh, this one, very strong opinion. Sounds like a rap track. Is that yeah? Okay. Do. Make it a sample, I think it's called. 4, 5. And then another one. D. Grab them all. Adjust to height. rotate. There we go. Nope. Oh, we might not even need that old bit. We've made some of our decorations redundant. I think this is Calvin Harris. I don't think I've heard anything new he's made recently. He's been a bit radio silent, I think. I do want to make like a corner here, but I'm just trying to figure out if we follow this design, then we have to place these like, oh, okay, we have to place them all the way along basically, which I think is too much. What could we do instead? All that traffic too, man. Holy shit. This is actually the worst intersection in my whole city. There has to be a way to fix this traffic flow. I think the best way to do it, or the easiest way without messing, like moving roads around, would be to link the traffic lights together to sort of have them act as one. The only problem with that is I have to learn how to do that. And you know me and learning. 24 knows. Be 1,000 pictures of somebody pointing very angrily at a very specific button on the screen saying, click that. And that's only step 1 for programming traffic lights. Okay, I think I can do that. But we will have to flip. Drop H. There we go. I think I can bring this out too. Oh, these aren't equal. Or like same height. That's no good. Hey, pork chop. Hello, hello. There is a node there. Okay. First cool guy. See, 2024 was asking if we can make the check-in say like something along the lines of what, not first, but there's also first cool guy. What could we do? What could we? What's happened? My thing's minimized. Okay. Only I can. Making a specific tracker just for one person, huh? Locked for everybody else except for Porkchop. Coolest viewer. Most fully sick. Ooh. There we go. Right, that looks better. I wish I could turn off this sound effect, like, specifically. For some reason, all of the... I don't know which one it is. This one? Oh, that's still loud. First rule, don't listen to 24. Second rule, look at the... There's only 2 rules. Calling HR. What do you do when HR agrees, though, 24? What do you do? Last time I let Moya redeem first to check Chief's homework, realized that he could have just hard coded the name change to first just 24 instead of... Oh my god, no trust, huh? Wow. Service buildings, I'll turn that down. Ambience, maybe? Alright, fingers crossed one of those is it. Still loud AF, what the fuck? Is it this? It's so loud. Guru of cool. The consultant of cool. Okay, I can still hear the stupid noise. Oh. Hear that? Do you hear that? Hear nothing. That is exactly what I want. I can turn the other ones up. I don't know. I think it's just me, but there's something about the noise at the metro, especially, and the terminals make. It does something to my ears. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Which I think is just it is a me problem. Is this supposed to be an elevator? Oh, it is. With a void to nowhere. Pit of death. I am HR. See, what can you do now, 24? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Pork Chop. Is that the video, like somebody made like dedicated lanes to access a some kind of terminal? All right, let's click the link. Yes, it is. Yeah, they've been making the rounds on the subreddits. I think they're releasing assets for it. Like they showed one, and then it was popular, and people requested that he make more, or that they make more, and they've been churning out different terminal designs ever since. It does look quite nice, though. I like the way they've set up the road, the internal roads. But I do wonder, am I wrong that there's multiple versions they've made? Yeah. Yeah, it was like with 4 days ago was the first post, and then they've churned out multi-port cargo train terminal, multi-access cargo train terminal, cargo transfer station. They're pumping out assets. And you know what? I need to make my own assets. Why does the game keep minimizing when I click on it? There we go. Some Victorian style terraces. Victorian as in the time period, not Victorian as in the state. It'll be Sydney style. The Victorian ones are too complicated. How's that for the framing of our staircase? I think that's alright. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pardon me. Oh, we got the height pretty much perfect. Assume you wandered near a computer with SketchUp installed via your education. I actually did use SketchUp. I know exactly what you're talking about. Google SketchUp, right? Surprisingly useful bit of software. I had to use it for a woodworking class. I had to make a model of a couple of models actually of like a pencil, not a pencil, a pencil box with a sliding lid and a remote control holder, and then a wooden car. It's actually pretty good, like pretty robust. But does it still exist? I don't know if Google would make those kinds of things anymore. You're a 3D artist, put it in your CV. There we go. Verified. Showed you what I did with it plus Lumion for planning graphics once. Okay, that does ring a bell, yeah. You can use it in a browser now? Oh my god. Hang on. Is it just called SketchUp? Like, is it still called that, or is it called something else now? SketchUp. Not ketchup, SketchUp. SketchUp.trimble.com. Yeah, Trimble. Ah. It looks pretty much the same. Well, 2017, yeah, that would look... When did I use it? Ah, it hasn't crashed. It hasn't crashed yet. Don't click that button. Hey, Disco, thank you. SketchUp, I think, when did I do woodworking? Now you have to unpause. Oh my god. So that we can actually fulfill the crash. Yeah. Bruh, come on. When did I do woodworking? Hang on. Early high school, I think it was. So maybe like 2012, 2012, 20, no, 2011, 2012 it would be. Can't be increasing the counter without a crash. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's playing. The cars are moving. The chirper is spamming. It works. Yeah, there we go. It works. Oh, that made me nervous. That made me nervous. But that was a good like 30 seconds of unpaused gameplay right there. That's a new record for us. Have those optimization patches already made their way through? Disco tried manifesting, but not today. Not today. I mean, we'll still be streaming for a while, so maybe. It remains to be seen. It had constipation. Just that one meme of the dude who's got like the most red face I've ever seen. About to burst a blood vessel. It's like, you're telling me I actually have to simulate something? Oh my god. For more unpaused gameplay, head only to only... Number 1. That's what I am. What can we put under the staircase? We need some kind of support column. Now, how do we do that? Oh yeah, cheers, Disco. You'll see in the Discord a whole bunch of messages from me last night trying to fix some flooring. But yeah, Polytruck, we've gone with what you suggested, and we've got a backup trim from Timu, and then we've got we're looking for some wood and stuff as well that we could use to make like a longer ramp for to bridge that gap. Can use a stack of homeless people or a stack of wooden pallets. Both structurally sound, aren't they? Which is heavier? Which would fall quicker, 1 kilo of steel or 1 kilo of feathers? We'll wait for Limmy to answer that one. You know what? Call me stupid, but I actually want to see that experiment done. I need to see it with my own eyes. It doesn't compute with my brain. The idea that 1 kilo of feathers would fall at the same rate as 1 kilo of steel. Can we center that? Not Loscam pallets though. You need them to trade back in. Why does that sound familiar? Is that that's the standard pallet that usually gets delivered to grocery shops and things, right? It's supposed to be recyclable or something? Or reusable? Yes. Okay, that is sounding familiar to me. Alright, here we go. Boom. And look at that, we have support columns. They're painted red, they're rented. Oh, okay. I do remember seeing red pallets because I worked at a grocery shop briefly, and that, yeah, they did have some red pallets. I think they had blue ones usually. Don't know what the blue means though. I think they're the ones that are like supposed to be returned. But I don't think they're rented. I think they're owned by those other guys. Okay. You telling me there's a pallet monopoly? Or spread between Coles and Woolies? That's crazy. Well, we'll try and fit a billboard under here. See what can actually go in. Your ad here. Cha-cha threads. Let's get something that actually looks nice. I want something colourful. Chippy Tech. Ew. Damska's Diner. Yes. It's the most offensive shade of pink. It'll stick out like a sore thumb, which is exactly what we want, actually. Design the Stop Doing Drugs billboard. That is on the list. That is on the list, but truly, I haven't had any time, especially this weekend. A lot of that stuff is gonna have to be done in a couple of weeks' time. There it is. Because I actually spent like the entire day today just moving things, and then the flooring guy had to come back today to finish up, and then I cleaned the apartment, and then sanded more, filled in more gaps, and finished the tape. Well, the gaps, the nail holes, and the tape is like 100% done, and the sanding is got just a few more things to do, and then I got to paint tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I wear my shittiest clothes because I do not want the paint to get onto that. The rushed poster for my final planning graphics assignment containing my Lumion Plus SketchUp creation. Okay, let's have a look at this. Corlini Matagarup. Curtin University in the Waterbank site. Oh. A place. Hang on. Oh, hang on. We got to play that at least. Hang on one sec. Let's do. How do I zoom in on this? Let's see. A place defined by its relationship to the crossing of the river, the mudflats turned island, and the ecosystems which inhabit the riverbank. Did you make all of that in SketchUp? Or is that Lumion? Hang on. Let's see if this works. Right click, open image in new tab. Oh, the zoom is microscopic. There's no point. All right, there we go. The geometric shapes. Oh, like this? Oh, you can see it there in the thing as well. Place of rest, departure, arrival of knowledge shared and knowledge gained. Arrival of knowledge shared and knowledge gained. Radiating out from a river ecology center at the southernmost point near the Causeway Bridge. Ah. So is this like replicating the natural shoreline, natural coast of the river or water? Where is Curtin University? The Swan River? I found a typo there. Indigenous recognition via living landscapes, interconnection, transport, and the street is currently a former tip site full of garbage. Ah, right next to the uni, and they haven't done anything with it? Planning, graphics, and design. Assessment 3. This site is in East Perth. So inland. And you got a cycle path. Red. Is the cycle paths marked by red lines or red paving in WA? Because in Melbourne and Sydney it's green. And I know Perth loves the red roads. Red asphalt. Wow. So just like the Dutch. That's interesting. Why is that? Is it just like is it the material itself or is it like a design choice? This is pretty good. That green water though reminds me of my city skylines. Iron oxide rock. Yeah, true. It's pretty good. I like it. I do like the idea of the natural coast. I mean, we've done that in our city where the part of the shoreline on the river is like kind of natural looking, like regenerated coastline, I think is the term. And you got your own yellow brick road running through. And it's like the land's use where it's developed is actually like a relatively small portion, but it's efficiently used, which is that's the good part. We should hire him. Adobe program, Microsoft Publisher. Apparently, that's been discontinued, which is it made me a bit sad. I remember using it once in primary school. It was supposed to be the future of brochure design. Adobe Sim. Those are fighting words, 24. But I did think Publisher was a pretty cool program. But it definitely had a very limited use case, I think is the word. Remember being taught how to use it in primary school too. Working for Adobe projects. Man's outed himself. An enemy. An enemy. 24, you gotta fix the subscription models, man. What's going on? Didn't really understand why Publisher was separate from Word. Yeah, it is basically the same. It's just like the layout was by default in landscape for Publisher. Because I remember the old word art and all that stuff was available in both. That's a different team. It's just like HR, the most soulless part of any company, any corporation. Like I actually had last week. There was an all employee compulsory meeting during the lunch break, and it was literally just HR and the PR team going like, "Oh, we're doing a bit of rebranding." And it was just to show the most like basic color scheme, and that it's a work in progress and they haven't finalized it yet. But the HR component was saying that they lost a contract. So I think that means more layoffs are on the way. Fun. Did prevent some stupid UX from reaching end users multiple times. Well, thank you. Thank you for your service, 24. Saving us, the lay person. Hang on. $149 mouse pad. Hang on, let's have a look. Ooh, I nearly dropped my phone. Hang on, let's see. You're $960.05 away from free shipping. Mousepad Skyline Bay. Wait, what? FedEx home delivery, $109? Where is this being shipped from? Skyline Bay, that is the most copyright avoidant term I think I've ever heard. The moon, I know. 100, I've never seen something so small cost that much to ship. Are they delivering it themselves? $109. Where could that possibly be from? Like we're getting curtains and stuff delivered from China. That's $70 shipping. But that's significantly more than a mouse pad. Really? I think the name needs to be changed. Skyline Bay. Mousepad Skyline Bay is the name of the product. Went to have a look. It does to me that comes across as like copyright avoidant name. So is it being shipped via truck from Finland, not by boat? Tiltify. Aqua truck. the Brisbane Gold Coast Aqueduct. That's how it's being delivered. So sorry to whoever named that product. Always very meh. I did want I do want the little chirpy bird. It's very cute. This that apple juice. Yeah, cost of living crisis. I imagine it'd be a bit of a tough economic model to sustain. But that is how Paradox makes their money. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Forwarding a contextless video my sister sent from her trip to Adelaide. I mean, the Gorillas is a very good band. One man band. Wait, what the hell is that? I just saw the thumbnail of that video. Pork chop. That made me. That took me a second to compute what I was looking at. Is that Grimace? Oh my god. I don't think I can show that on stream. Join the Discord if you want to see what what Porkchop posted. Yeah, with no context, Porkchop, I'd be like, what the hell? Mc... Oh my god. McDonald's bringing back the Banana Republic. One Happy Meal at a time. And I'll just put a few bushes there. We'll probably put even more advertising. I mean, how hyper capitalist do we want to be? Should we put advertising inside people's houses? Like we've got this train station entryway, but there's no ads plastering the walls. Most hinged model railroaders. Least cooked. Oh, it's done it again over here. I've noticed. Why does it do that? It's done it again. Ah, McCain, you've done it again. Did order some Kurzgesagt merch, which I feel like it's money better spent than on Paradox merch. Is the Kurzgesagt, that's the little bird videos, right? The science things? I think they made an app or a game recently. I remember seeing something about that. I wonder if it's any good. An art gallery. I mean, that's probably the most expensive bit of artwork in that whole gallery. Just the cost for buying the parts. There's no way that was cheap. Cost more than all of the EU4 DLC combined. Gonna try and make some focaccia. Apparently, you need to let the dough rest for 48 hours. Yo, 24. I think I'd eat the dough. I wouldn't even bake it. my greed will overwhelm my sense of reason. Focaccia is good though. There's a place that I've been to a few times that make focaccia as like an entree dish, and whatever they do to make it is very yummy, very good. The only problem is it makes you feel full, so I eat that first, and then I can't eat as much after. I'm like, I'm full already. Ah, the struggles, first world problems, you know. Only the calendar. Australian shipping strikes again. Yeah. That's the one problem with being in Australia. We just got to cut out the middleman and go straight to the factory in China. Just have them ship it direct to us instead. Can Australia be the warehouse for all the Paradox merch? That sounds like a good setup for me, at least. It actually looks pretty good now. The tiered retaining wall. And we should also like implement some kind of bus stop station place space area. What am I saying? In this location. Unless we convert this, but then it's such a long walk. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody would do that. Had a week where I always had dough in the fridge and I was able to make a pizza every day. Possessed by the spirit of an Italian nonna. I mean, I don't see no problem there. 24 was possessed to make excellent food. So when are you going to start making sourdough, 24? You got pizza. You got focaccia. You got to go for sourdough next. Or just one of the most like insane garlic breads in the world. Okay, and then we're going to break up this this node into pieces. Shit. We can make that work. If I do, can I live with you? I am tempted to get like a pizza oven, but the pizza ovens are like one of the it's one of those things. It's like a sign of a midlife crisis, I think, because you're at the point where you can spend the money on it, but every time you do, you use it like once or twice, and then it just sits outside for 1,000 years, never being used again. Every person I know who's bought a pizza oven never uses it. Apart from when they first buy it, they'll use it a couple of times. And then very quickly it becomes like, can I be asked to set it up? No. So 24, we need a commitment. 24/7 pizzas, all day, every day. Pull apart round things are mint. You can tell I think something is good when I start trying to give it to people before I eat it all. So 24, are you able? Now you want a pizza oven? Well, I'm not. I'm not having a midlife crisis yet. I've got a decade before I get to that point. Then can go crazy, buy a Porsche, or even worse, a BMW. Oh, I'm putting that in wrong. Yeah, but I think pizza ovens are. I do really want a barbecue though, and I actually would use that all the time. SUV wannabe Porsches. Oh, oh, what are they called? The Cayenne. That was the beginning of the SUV arms race when those things came to market. Because then the Cayenne. Because then literally every other car brand decided, like, you know what? Let's start making these unbelievably oversized pieces of shit and then put it everywhere on the road. And I've even seen those Dodge Rams and Chevrolet things on the Aussie streets now, and Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous how like fat they are. I think is stupid. Me in my what was 10 years ago, like a perfectly average size car is like dwarfed. I'm looking at the center of the wheels of those things if they pull up next to me is stupid. Barbecue with attached pizza oven, so you feel less conflicted. Ah, I see. Pork chop, the salesman. We've found a good middle ground. The SUV driver of that fancy car. Yes, that's the Chevrolet I was talking about. I think accidentally drove her pickup. Yeah, yeah. I saw that video. 24. It's the size of those things is actually just stupid. There's no other word for it. It's stupid. Especially when all they get used for is basically like dropping the kids off at school. And then those things around schools, just waiting for a tragedy to happen. Really stupid. Because then they're also the perfect height where their headlights just shine directly into my corneas, my retinas. And so it's basically getting flashbanged non-stop every time you're on the road because they never have the normal headlights on. They've always got the high beams running. Ridiculous. I might have some strong opinions, I think. But I'm justified. I just start increasing the number of licensing categories and put those hunks of crap in their own category. Well, apparently they're like a tax incentive or something like that. There's some stupid shit. But well, like the reason that they're so large in the US is some kind of tax incentive, and I think here it's probably an ego thing. You need to put highly reflective stuff in your back window. Well, apparently that doesn't work though. Like, it doesn't actually, because people say, oh, you can reflect the light back into their eyes or whatever. I think that doesn't work. I don't think that works. I've seen somebody with the reflective stuff on the back window, and it doesn't light up. It just sort of illuminates a bit. It's not like it's not doing anything back. Emissions rating is less stringent on larger cars / pickups. And why the hell are they in Australia then? What is that? Why are... Because they're not utes. I refuse to call them utes. Why are Yank tanks in Australia? Generous tax benefits for tradies. There we go. Yeah, it's literally just a tax write-off. I hope they get rid of them soon. I really don't like those things. Because the Aussie roads aren't designed for them. They're just not large enough. Even the car parking spaces can't fit them. Dumping ground of inefficient crap. Yep. We are where they test out the products to see if they work or not. All the crappy ones. Yeah, if you think like exactly, you're totally right. 24. If I think that the roads in Sydney wouldn't be able to fit them, imagine trying to fit one of those things down like the back alley of Rome. No chance. Any kind of built up area in Europe, there's no chance that those things are going to fit anywhere. Ridiculous. It's because they hate me, he thinks, not because it's just a fucking stupid idea. But then Australia imports them, even though we can't really fit them. Seeing all the BYDs on the road, yeah. I am happy that there's more of the Chinese electric cars. As long as they're affordable. They might become the next like Toyota. Affordable and don't break down. Because I wouldn't mind an electric car myself. Europe bought their Tesla, but then that man had a midlife crisis and destroyed the brand. Yeah. I don't think it's a midlife crisis. I think it's just more he decided to take the mask off. Man decided to reveal himself, and everyone went, "Ew, brother, ew." Ice cold. Oh, it's not the version where he just says "all right" for like 10 minutes. Company is buying the BYD shark utes for the fleet. Yeah, my company is too, actually. It seems like those utes are very popular. Might be the replacement for the Hilux, but I don't know how good BYD is like in terms of actual um, functionality. All vehicle parts in China are standardized, which makes vehicles. Oh, really? Huh. That's actually very smart. It would make cars very cheap to make and very cheap to service too, because like you just get parts from wherever. Google would just buy out SpaceX so I can celebrate their achievements again. Well, the problem with all of those big tech companies is they're all pretty much the same up at the higher level. Same for any company, really. Unfortunately. I'd lol if we worked for the same company. I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance, pork chop. Because my company is doing things in WA now. Like expanding into WA. Morning, Bagnaria. Hello, hello. Ranting people. We've built a retaining wall and placed a building. That's pretty good progress for 2.5 hours. Maybe we should make a company once you join the EU. Brazil can also join. Isn't it? Is it Canada? This people are talking about the EU. I don't know if it's. I think that's just people making headlines. But I seem to recall an article recently. Everyone is welcome. What about Hungary 24? They're part of it, but they want it out, I think. Factory dump 100,000 workers, damn. Orban lost. So they're back in. They were out, but they're back in. They were hot, then cold. Yes, then no. In and then out. Up and down. He got destroyed. Ha. He wasn't going to try and do the election was rigged gamble. He might be saying that now that he's out and there's no risk to him saying that. Or he thinks there's no risk. Shitted and cried. Farted and shitted. With a double D. All around the world can do that their own house. Yeah, it is that's just what big companies do nowadays. I'm sure it looked great for their quarterly earnings, Bagnario, when they made savings on 100,000 workers. Never wanted to leave, he wanted to take over it. Huh. Okay. You made it pretty far. One country out of however many are in the EU, 20 something? 24? 24 countries in the EU? Bought a Sherry. Amazing car. Okay, yeah, I have seen the Sherry Cherry cars around. I think it is pronounced Sherry. I remember they had a display car at the shopping center nearby, and I think it was a BYD. Yeah, but instead of saying BYD, it had "Build Your Dreams" along the back, and it made me think of a tramp stamp on the back of the car. I wasn't too impressed when it just had the whole sentence "Build your dreams" at the back. I was like, ugh. But now that it just says BYD, I think they realized and have updated. But the inside, the doors, they had the handle and the door speaker integrated together. It was like a circle thing. It was so awkward to use, so I didn't like that when I tried it. Various brands. Yeah, there's um, Tank, which I think is part of Great Wall. Tanks are actually alright. They look a lot like Jeeps. Or the one that my colleague bought looks a lot like a Jeep. You got the Tank, Sherry, BYD. There's a few others too. Great Wall, of course. Polestars, yeah, but I don't think they're Chinese. I think Polestars are Volvo. BYD, GWM, Sherry, Geely. Yeah, I've seen that. Leap Motor, MG, Chang'an, Bike. Competitive SUVs and electric vehicles. The forecast is for more than 15 brands operating by the end of 2026. God damn. Or getting matching ones with Chief Face. Well, I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you for volunteering, Kaz. Are there Brazilian car manufacturers? I mean, we used to have Holden in Australia, but they got shut down, and there wasn't much difference between Holden and what was it General Motors? I think they're the ones who bought Holden. BYD's India, is it? I thought it was Chinese. BYD home country. Does that work? Originate from China. 1995 as a battery manufacturer. Oh, straight out of Shenzhen. Gurgle. 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 Or Gurgel? Because Gurgle isn't like, oh my god, the cars look insane. They look, I actually like them. They look very sci-fi. Owned by GM. They sold the Holden models as Vauxhall. Oh, so the Vauxhall was. That's interesting. Because I've heard of Vauxhall before, but never knew really what they were. Because wasn't Nissan also called something else in the UK? It was like Datsun, I think. Stock ticker show. A pretty good run up on the USSE. Right. 24. Are you requesting K-pop? Important question. G Dragon. Tiki Taka. Oh my god. There's so many brackets in the lyrics that I'm reading through. First rule. You're right, Polytruck, you're right. Oh, and Polytruck's got a request too, huh? A request battle.
My back.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my back.
Sit up straight. Ford is gone with all their factories, selling only pickups now. Subaru wasn't in Brazil. Didn't Ford himself, like the guy, try and set up a town for rubber or something? I seem to remember that being a thing that he tried doing in Brazil. Went to the Motor Museum in Birmingham and immediately recognized the car designs. Did they have a Holden Commodore, a Vauxhall Commodore, or a Holden Astra? I still see them every now and then, the Astras. Car market here used to be a monster of its own. Hmm. Yeah, there's a rivalry between the Holden Commodore and the Ford Falcon. There's even races in Australia that is like Holden versus Ford with those car models specifically. But I think because Holden shut down, I think they're sort of those have stopped. But I remember those being a big thing. It's actually pretty good. 24. All right, let's try this new song. What have you requested, Polytruck? Something in Polish, I think it is. Oh, I think I know this song. Yes. Yeah, I do know that meme. I don't know what the lyrics mean though. I'm sure if I translated it, it would be probably pretty bad. More volume. Might be bad. Alright, we won't do it too loud then. Hang on. Polish cow song lyrics. Oh my god. The very first line of the translation is the only thing in my head is 5 grams of coke. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, I've seen the meme with the dancing cow. Henry Ford came to Brazil in the late 20s. Fordlandia. Oh my god. Chief is history personified. The factoids. I remember random things. It might not be right, but I'll remember something. Can't be worse than Cult 45. Is that another song? The lyrics pretty good though. Like the chorus. I wouldn't recommend playing it. It would actually get banned for sure. Good thing the VODs don't save the music, so that's good. Wait, did this song only come out in 2023? Maybe that's only when it was played on Spotify. The letter that Johnny Walker read. This is good musica. Oh my god. Good old GTA times. Alright, let's see. I think Nanny will be very disappointed. Yeah, that's not a very Dzień dobry. That's more like is it kurwa? Isn't that the Polish swear? GTA San Andreas, really? Because I've played San Andreas, but I've never like I always played it at a mate's place, so I never actually like did much of the story. Best radio collection ever made. They are pretty good at picking songs in GTA for the radios. No wonder Chief doesn't do shit. It's so easy to be distracted, man. It's too easy. What's this? What's this link, pork chop? Pontiac vs Vauxhall vs Holden. Hang on. There we go. Holy shit, yeah. What the hell? What is that grey one, though? Pontiac GTO. It looks nasty. It looks terrible. Vauxhall Monaro. It looks very similar, the Vauxhall Monaro, just a little bit different. Hey, Biscotti. In Brazil, both the yellow ones were Omegas. No, I don't want to make a Pinterest account. Giddy up. Wait, I can't close it. Oh my god, Pinterest, why? 288 GTO. Evoluzione. F40, F40 LM. That doesn't look like it. This is pure art. Johnny Walker Reed.
Get that up, yeah.
And where is... There we go. This one's a good one. Best song. Drink the liquid. I've drunk all of it already. I do have a tiny the dregs left of some Pepsi Max because 24. Last night I bought myself a pizza. Opala and the Caravan. Hydrate with Johnny Walker. Oh man. I remember working at the Bottle-O, and there's people that would always come in for Johnny Walker Red. And I think the blue one was the fancy one. Had pizza 2 and I didn't stream. Oh. It's all my fault. Can't believe I've done this. Thunder happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. There we go. So we're making a big bus stop area. Bike lane intersections. Where? Music to make people playlist. They're fixing the elementary school issues. Yes. I can't wait, Kaz, for me to suddenly have way too many elementary schools and not enough high schools. I think there's going to be, I'm predicting now that there's going to be a sudden like shift in everything that I need for my city. It's going to be so cool. So cool. But it's just like real life. The The people in charge change the zoning regulations, and then all hell breaks loose. So it's actually simulating real life pretty well. What's the problem with elementary schools? I think there's just like too much demand compared to, because like everybody goes to elementary school, but not as many end up going to high school for some reason. Yeah, it's had to do with the amount of time that the Sims spends. Because I think it's like 7 years of elementary, and then like half that for high school, and then even less. It's like a month or something for university. Doesn't need anything because you never run pause. See, we're working. Everybody's playing chess, but we're playing checkers, mate. We're operating at levels never seen before. To quote DJ Khaled, "You smart." He's also the modern day philosopher who came up with that chess and checkers. Wonder how the lady. I'm just that charming, you know? Elementary school is 7 times longer than high school. Oh my god. Well, I mean, 28, if you did a postgraduate study, like a doctor, I think that's around. It's around 28. Blondie. Juice Newton. No, this isn't Fleetwood. This is Juice Newton. I've never heard of this before. What about this one? Hang on. That was from GTA as well. Ah, I see. The Spotify algorithm's trying to predict what we like. Country. Ah. You got it straight away, Bagnario. Run, run, run away. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Listen to it all day long, huh? Ay, 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 ay. I think I'll have to check if I still got the GeoGuessr thing. Can't pause in GeoGuessr though. I know that's not good for me. Run, run, run away. Run, run, run away. It's got so many lyrics, this song. What else do we have here? I look at the songs I've liked and it's just a mess. What's this one? Hey, trash can. We're listening to songs rather than playing City Skylines, but you know what is good enough? What's this one? Oh. It's me, Mr. Trash Can. How you doing, man? I'm in love. Is this guy Australian? I think he is. No, he's not. UK. The Cure's concert was quite boring. I remember going to see AC/DC like about 20 years ago. Hang on, it was like the AC/DC Black Ice Tour? What was that? 2008, yeah, so nearly 20 years ago. And that was pretty good. Saw them last month. Oh my god. Do they still have enough energy? Are they is Angus Young, I think his name is, able to do the funny walk? Soundtrack level pervasive songs you hear from Australia. Yeah, like the 80s, 70s, maybe 80s was like peak Aussie music export. There's so many bands from then that have like that are Australian, but nowadays you barely hear any. Made an Aussie playlist to my sister with these bands. Nice. Jumped for 2 hours like a child. He might be on a bit of the cocaine too. 5 grams in his head. Midnight Oil, Men at Work, yeah. Jimmy Barnes. I haven't heard Midnight Oil in a while. How do we sleep while our beds are burning? There we go. I remember my dad had all the Midnight Oil songs on CD and he played in the car. Has come. to pay our rent, pay our share. Jumping kangaroos are pretty good. But there's I don't know if they're Australian, but they featured a lot of like they had Byron Bay for their music video. It's called The Parcels, and they're kind of mainstream now. But I think they're Australian. Their music's alright. Good old Peter Garrett for Midnight Oil. I don't know if he still is, but he was the environment minister for Labour, I think, for a while. I think he's retired though. And he's the guy who's singing. They sang about our problems today 30 years ago. It's almost as if they were able to predict what would happen as a result of the legislation they were passing. But this song in particular is about Aboriginal reconciliation, I think it is. It belongs to them. Let's give it back. How do we sleep while our beds are burning? Let's quickly save before we forget to. To pay our share. We'll look at this where we got a slightly better FPS. Really? 25%? That's not a good sign though. Is it 24 that they already got a 25% off deal? They're not doing many good sales. Yeah, it is. It is. I think the last thing we added were a few of these buildings at the rear. But the actual walls themselves are looking quite nice. Pretty happy with these. Okay, I do not know this song. Oh, Rock the... I do know this song. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I didn't recognize the beginning, but once I tabbed out to have a look, I was like, okay. Just saw this playlist in the description of the video. And what is this? Perth Classics, greatest songs from Western Australia. It's got Tame Impala in there. Oh my god. Huh. Are these all of these guys? Is Tame Impala from WA? Huh. No. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, nah, yeah. Huh. Who can it be now? Men at Work will play here this year as well. Oh, nice. There's so many different like playlists and things. There's like too many on Spotify, or like auto generated. '90s workout. What could possibly be in that playlist? Hmm. Oh, it's got Venga Boys in there. Don't have a workout playlist with white girl music. I know what you mean, Kaz. I get recommended on YouTube like was it like white girl songs, white girl party songs. And you know what? The music's pretty good. I mean, I used to listen to all of those songs. It's always Kesha that they've got mixed in there. Tick tock on the clock. We are who we are. She's making a resurgence. Do something. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted by music. This is what happens when you make me start scrolling through Spotify. I get lost. Trying to make me do two backflips, mate. You know, I used to be able to do backflip. Not anymore though. I'm too heavy. I think I'd obliterate my ACLs if I tried. Now I want to see it. Oh, I wish. If I was 15 years younger, I'd be able to do it. You know we're superstars. They said gymnastics wasn't useful. I could do a backflip, man. That's pretty cool. Tell some famous Aussie gymnast. First WWE game. Yeah, I'll jump up off the ropes and land on someone. Is that what he did? Is that what Speed did? Because he does wrestling now or something, I think. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh. Greek statue. Super Athlete Edition. Now it's just gym. I should probably do sports again. I mean, I am very unfit. It's too easy for me to get, like, out of breath. I remember OzTag was, like, peak. Put me on the wings, throw me the ball, and I'm gone. I've disappeared down the track. I remember my favorite trick to do in OzTag, which is basically like footy, was I would try and remember somebody's name on the opposite team, and then what I'd do is I'd wait for them to, like, you couldn't do it straight away. You had to wait till, like, the end where they start getting tired, so they're not thinking as much. And once you know their name, you just yell it out and go, pass it, and they'll pass the footy in the direction of the voice. They won't look. So I managed to score quite a few tries by doing that. Trick them into passing the ball to me, so I wouldn't even have to, like, do anything, and then just immediately sprint. It worked so many times. This big brain moves. Playing dirty, not at all. Valid tactic. I never got penalized for doing it, so I mean, from Greek strategia, exactly. Peak physical condition, me. ABC News theme remix. Did that at football because people always forgot who was on their team. Yeah, it works. I mean, fog of war. What if in the tier section that mode doesn't highlight anything for the sub element I want to delete? Yeah, there is a lot of sub elements in cities with the demo tool. $10K points to 100. Yeah. Hang on. What is this song? The remix, ABC remix. Spotify can't play this right now. What? Adelaide Symphony Orchestra. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. This is pretty good. When does is there a rave remix? It's exactly it's the bass that's doing it. Oh, and I've got another classic. It's like modern disco. Yeah. Apparently techno is sort of making a comeback, which I'm quite happy about. Anno DLC next week. Oh. Tired of EDM. I mean, techno is EDM, isn't it? Just not the pop EDM. Techno pop is that a thing? I hope not. Ask that to Armin van Buuren. Hang on. Here we go. Here is an absolute banger. This is by an Australian band as well, Bagnaria. You should add this to the playlist. What's the name? Fruit Salad by the Wiggles. Hey, hen. Oh, how are we going to decipher that message? Is that just Norwegian? Finnish. Oh my god. Russell Agba, thank you for the follow. But thank you, 430th. We've made it one step closer to 400, 500 followers. That's almost half a thousand. Hen's not getting banned, never. Such a good song. But the Wiggles, the original four, because they made, like, in the 90s they started making they became the Wiggles and did like children's TV music and shows and things. But before that they were called the Cockroaches. Yummy, yummy. Oh, what's this? Some people might recognize this. I forgot about this song. Holy shit, I found something amazing. So ain't nobody got time for that. Is that's that viral video of the lady, right? Cockroaches touring when he was a kid. Yeah, I remember my dad went and see them. He saw them in a pub or something when they were playing. What's this one? It's apparently a rave remix of a Wiggles song. No worries, Hen. At least 10 years ago. Oh, probably longer now. Oh, this is pretty good. Smooth as. Oh, they got big red car as well. Hang on, I got to add that to the queue. Little Einstein's Rave remix? No way. Rave remix. Toddler techno. Funk remix. Oh shit. That's actually pretty good, that one. Bob the Train. Do they have a Thomas the Tank Engine? Thomas the Dank Engine? Okay. Category just chatting. He's got so much food. I mean, he's eating healthy. Or let's see, elephant. Oh no, it interrupted me song. Is Anthony eating a fruit salad for chance? Maybe, maybe. This is actually the Wiggles. Holy shit. Hey, Stu. The Tame Impala, right? %, Arctic Monkeys. It is the Wiggles. Have a good one. No worries, Kaz. Thanks for stopping by. Look at that. That transition was smooth AF. Oh my god, this is good. Holy shit, this one's pretty good. Psychedelic, yeah, true. I mean that is Tame Impala's music. It's all that psychedelic stuff. Public money being put to good work. It's true. Paradox Mods playsets. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, you'll be able to play alongside me 24 and actually make progress on the builds. Hang on, we got to play this one. Another Australian. An absolute banger too. I love this song. My game is crashing. I mean, are you surprised that it's taken us a year and almost 5 months to get to this point? See, I reckon we could have probably finished the whole map if I wasn't distracted by you guys. My God. See, it's not my fault. It's you guys. Here we go. A true manager. I'm passing on the responsibility to the rest of the team. But then when we succeed, it's all on me. It's all me. See, for the last 9 months only. I mean, that's still a substantial chunk of time, 24. So there we go. The fact you're playing a 1-year-old map, 1+-year-old map is astonishing. This thing is held together with duct tape, WD-40, and hope. It's paid off so far, Bagnario. And we were even able to salvage the save when it broke before, so it's been doing pretty well. Sheer rage and persistence. Yeah, there's no such thing as defeat for this. AI upscaling. Oh man. Oh, it'll show me roads leading to nowhere because of the AI trying to make sense of my road layout. Van Dam Ruby, no retreat, no surrender. FSR and getting a bunch of smearing and artifacts. I wonder what DLSS5 would actually look like with cities. Like if you... Because it starts lagging pretty bad once the simulation gets intense. So I reckon you're just going to see like the AI weirdness really obviously as well. I don't think you'll be able to hide it very much. Be a bit crazy. Too quick, the transition from lag to no lag. True. Alright, it's 12:36 and I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm going to be operating tomorrow at 5 hours of sleep. I will be leaving you until tomorrow. But I'll be back to go to the gym. I'm not even going to the gym, Pork Chop. I'm going to do painting, man. I'll be sanding skirting boards and then painting. Great sing-along stream. Thank you, dude. I actually really enjoy just playing the music. It's fun. I should probably switch to just chatting though. We didn't do much building. I mean, we made that little retaining wall that you can see down there. I popped a few decals down, which is progress. I mean, it's something. Bob Ross time. I wish Bagnaria, but I'm painting skirting boards in Whisper White color. Yeah, no worries. Popping down paint decals, IRL, exactly. Oh, it's going to be a big day tomorrow because I have my mate coming over to do the lights too, so I have to figure out how to assemble the pendant light that we bought from IKEA. Fun. But it's all worth it because then we get to move in on Tuesday get out of this dump. I'll get actual lights that aren't as bright as the sun. Look at that thing. Burning a hole in my camera. Extended cast of mates with specific skills. I mean, it works, Porkchop. It's helpful. It's networking, bro. Networking. From one dump to another one. At least it's my own dump. Exactly. I knew in a couple of years' time, it'll be very important to have a Sparky, mate. And it's paying dividends. All I owe him is a case of beer. And I'll pay him. But yeah, cheers, guys. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bob Ross is on Twitch. Oh my god. I think I'll just... Who's live at the moment, actually? I'll have to do a raid and run. Oh, Dream's live. Okay. Let's raid Dream. /raid. Dream. Did I spell aesthetic right? Yes, I did. I don't know if it's cap sensitive or not. But yeah, cheers, guys. Let's set this up. Boom. 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 Here we are. Yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's share some love with Dream, huh? Yeah, cheers, guys. I will 24. Yeah, cheers, guys. See yous. See you, Stu. Love yous. Ciao.